Hello and welcome to today's session on getting started with Python using Anaconda. So we'll see the setup of Python today and like how to use Python within your computers. So there are various ways to install Python. One is through core Python. But if you install core Python, what will happen is like it will just install the basic packages. So you have to explicitly install the third-party libraries, IDs, and all in when you go with core Python. The other one is you can also access Python directly in a web browser by using cloud services like Google Colab, Microsoft's Azure Notebooks. That is also one way to access Python. The other one is using a distribution. So we have already understood about these three things. A distribution is nothing but distribution. They support all the third-party libraries and the required packages which you need to carry out like day-to-day activity using Python. So here, basically, we'll be looking into a distribution called as Anaconda. So now this Anaconda distribution, we'll just understand what is this Anaconda distribution. Then we'll be looking into downloading steps. Okay, like how to download this Anaconda, then we'll be looking at installation of Anaconda, then accessing, then we'll have a walkthrough. So this Anaconda is a free and open source distribution of Python and R programming language for scientific computing that aims to simplify package management and deployment. Now this is a free and open source distribution of Python as well as R. So it supports both the programming language Python as well as R. So it is a distribution created for data scientists and machine learning engineers. It supports like data scientists. It has got all the third party or required packages which you need for carrying out your data science activity. So here they are suitable for Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So Anaconda you can install in any operating system. It supports all the operating systems. Now here to download Anaconda, first you can visit this link in a web browser, that is anaconda.com. Just type this link anaconda.com in a web browser and you'll be getting this page. So once you get this page, next step is you can look into products. In the menu bar you will see something called as products, and here you will have a drop down where it shows the various products what they have, and here you can see individual edition, team edition, like the various products they have. So individual edition is the one we are going to look into today, and team edition is like when you're working as a team, you can look into team edition. Enterprise edition is for corporates, and some professional services also Anaconda is providing. So here we'll be getting into individual edition. So just click on individual edition. After you click on individual edition, you'll be getting a page. Just scroll down a bit and you will see something called as Anaconda Navigator. So this Anaconda Navigator is a desktop GUI edition. So it's a graphical user interface. It's a software. So just go to Anaconda Navigator, then click on Install Anaconda. So when you click on Install Anaconda, it will show you the operating system, like installers with respect to the operating systems. So here, as per the operating system, you can download the Anaconda. And when you download Anaconda, it will also download the Python with it. These are all various Python versions. It shows like 3.8. Okay, so it supports 3.8 now. So 3.8 is the latest one. So you can just click on the installer. Once you click on the installer, it will start downloading to your system. And once it is downloaded, you can look into your download folder, the default download folder, whatever is there, and you will find a executable file on Anaconda. So just open that executable file and you'll be getting this one. So here basically click on next, continue. As per the choices, it will give you some choices. You can just select basic and install everything. Okay, or if you want custom also, you can select custom choice. So just click next and select folder where you want to install, and after that it will start installing Anaconda. Now once Anaconda has been installed, you can access Anaconda from your start menu. That is like if you type Anaconda Navigator, here it will show Anaconda Navigator like this. So this is an app. It says a desktop app. So we can access Anaconda from this. And if you are using operating system that is a Unix based like Mac or Linux operating systems, you will find this in your launcher. So there is something called as launcher or terminal in Mac or Unix based system. In that you will find Anaconda Navigator. So you can just use this Anaconda Navigator. We'll be using this Anaconda Navigator, which is a software. There is also one more thing in Anaconda called as Anaconda Prompt. Now this Anaconda Prompt is nothing but a command prompt. This is basically used mostly to write commands. That is, suppose you want to install any package, you want to change the environment, you can also use this Anaconda Prompt. But we'll be using Anaconda Navigator for now. So you can just click on Anaconda Navigator. So once you click on Anaconda Navigator, it will open up a software screen like this. So this is the app which is called as Anaconda Navigator. Now within this app, we have like these four options. On the left hand side, you can see four options are there. One is home, the other one is environments, the other one is learning and community. So here home shows you all the IDEs, that is integrated development environment, through which we can write Python code, as well as some softwares with respect to Python and R programming language. So here like you can see Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook, Spider, these are all Python IDs, okay, through which like you can write Python code. So here basically like we are going to use Jupyter Notebook. You can also use Spider. So there are various IDs for Python. Some of them are like application based. Application based IDs are like app, like desktop apps and all. Like if you look at Spider, Spider is a desktop app. Similarly, there is a very famous ID for Python called as PyCharm. So you can also install PyCharm. Nowadays, new IDs have also come up like Atom. Atom is there. There is one more called as Visual Studio is also one of the famous ID which you can use. So they also support Visual Studio. Anaconda also will be giving that option. So here various IDs are there, and there are certain web-based IDs like Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook works in a web browser. It is web-based. It's not app-based. It's a web-based. So here it directly works in a web browser. So nowadays, like if you see mostly most of the IDs, most of the people are adapting this notebook kind of environment. So, like if you look at Google Colab, which is a cloud-based service, in that also the code what you write will be web-based. Like you'll be using a web-based IDE there, because everything can be accessed through web. Okay, because it's a cloud system, you'll be accessing the cloud servers using the web. So you'll be using a web browser and you'll be writing your code, and that code will be saved as a notebook file. So basically, it's nothing but they have also adapted the notebook environment. So Google has adapted the notebook environment within their Google Colab. Similarly, Azure notebooks are also very similar. So we are also going to use Jupyter Notebook within our sessions, and also you can use Spider. Like for a few of these sessions, like we'll be using Spider, or sometime like PyCharm or Visual Studio. And the other things what you see here on the left hand side is environment. So environment, like if you go to environment, you will see all the packages which are installed for the current environment. You can also create a new environment. Suppose you want to work around a different project with different packages, you can create a new environment here. And the other one is learning. Learning is like they have provided all the links to various sites, like documentation links for respect to with respect to Python, as well as with respect to third-party packages. And then there is something called as community. In community, you will find out the various communities with respect to data science and machine learning, and all the events or conferences which are happening right now. Okay, all those gets updated here in the community section. So this is all about Jupyter Notebook. So once you, sorry, this is all about Anaconda Navigator. So once you get this Anaconda Navigator, you can click on Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so you can click on Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook, you'll see here launch button is there. Once you click on that, it will open up Jupyter Notebook. So we'll have a walkthrough of Jupyter Notebook in the upcoming sessions, where we'll see how to use this and how to write code. And also like you can use Spider. Spider is like an app-based IDE. So we'll understand like why Jupyter Notebook is a little bit better here, or Spider is also better in some cases. So both of the IDEs are good, and like you can use any one of them. So we'll be having a walkthrough in the coming sessions with respect to this. So this is all about Anaconda Navigator. Thank you.